perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
And already we're underway here. Bremer. That's really well manoeuvred. Howson gently done. And it's Porro. Moved on forwards. Bremer. Up towards the front line. Ibanez. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Ibanez. Brazil have a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And he's going to Rex. And that is quite wonderful. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And Brazil take the lead. That was beautiful. Something close to genius. Spain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Kubasi. Grimaldo. Kubasi. And it's Grimaldo. That is lovely. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Chance! And it's Grimaldo. Kubasi. Laporte. Kubasi. Laporte. Looking for a decent ball in. Llorente. Can he finish? It's in! They have come roaring back. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Good play on the left-hand side here. It is quite a run he's making here. It's run loose here. Laporte gets rid without sophistication. Great defending, strong and determined. Llorente was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Llorente. Out to the left it goes. Pedro Porro. Well timed, excellent interception. Marquinhos. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, I'm starting to see much more movement off the ball now, Peter, which is obviously a big plus.
And surely more options then for the man on the ball.
Well, you would think so, and I think also we're going to see them just wear their opposition down and force mistakes. They can be quite relentless.
And he's there to clear it. Cucurella. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, he's onto this. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. One ball by the goalkeeper. Now that's well seen too. Ibanez. Bremer. Bremer hurtling down that right flank. Can he latch on to this? Bremer is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Cucurella. Laporte. And it's Grimaldo. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Laporte. Kubasi. Grimaldo. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Will play through for the wide man. That's a throw. Crossed into the box. That is a brilliant interception. In again. And that has been cleared. Danilo. Chance here to counter. Won this, he's covered quite a distance already. Raya did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ball's gone out of play. Strong running down that left flank. Kubasi. Grimaldo. And it's Grimaldo. Laporte.
And he cuts out the supply. Ibanez. Marquinhos. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Unai Simon. Raya. Unai Simon. Cucurella. Raya. Grimaldo. Mosquera. Howson. And here's Llorente. And it's Grimaldo. Mosquera. Played out wide. Now what about this cross? That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And it's played forward. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Howson. Pedro Porro. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Oh, smashing header! And it's hoisted clear. And he's there to clear it. Howson ping. There's the header! Goal! Spain! And the comeback is complete. A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And now he has two. Spain take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Mosquera. And it's Porro. Howson looking to hit the byline here. And that is out of play. And he's straight offside. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pedro Porro. Unai Simon. Pedro Porro looks to get on the end of this. Ibanez. Aim forwards, calmly anticipates. And it's Grimaldo. Pedro Porro. Howson.
Oh, sweet feet.
Mosquera. And it's lofted through here. A chance to play it in. Cucurella. Laporte. Mosquera. And here's Llorente. Over to the left. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Grimaldo. Laporte. Raya. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Mosquera. Laporte. Kubasi. Laporte. Cleared without complication. Al Kubasi has it back and can go again. Mosquera. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And that has been clubbed away. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Probing pass. And the shot! And they've got rid. And claimed it back swiftly. Now then, the ball's come loose. Laporte gets it clear. Gets the shot away! The ball is out of play. Laporte. Kubasi. Raya. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Raya. Marquinhos. Searching pass he's played there. He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. True beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Howson. That's a good run down the left. Does really well to win the ball there. Bremer. Brazil going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Ibanez. Cucurella. And it's Toro. Cucurella, gently done. Laporte. Llorente. Kubasi. And it's half-time here. Brazil are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. So we're into the second 45. Cucurella. Howson. Pedro Porro. Howson. Pedro Porro. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Time to deliver. Oh, that's neat. He's in a good position here.
Tries a shot! Goal! Spain! Into the lead once more.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
Spain get themselves into the lead. That's really well manoeuvred. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pedro Porro. Howson. Unai Simon. Raya. Raya shifted upfield. That has been cut short. Ibanez. Kubasi. That's an imaginative pass. It's gone for a throw-in. Ibanez. Brema. Danilo. Danilo looking for a runner. Mosquera. Raya. Laporte. Unai Simon. Cucurella. Mosquera. Moved on forwards. Ibanez. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Brema. Ibanez. Marquinhos. And it's played forward. Howson.
Brazil really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half.
And it's Porro. Howson. Pedro Porro. Howson.
And they've played for a throw.
Ibanez.
Marquinhos. Played out to the right.
Howson gets over and intercepts. Kubasi. It's gone out for a throw-in. Marquinhos forwards and with intent. Danilo. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Unai Simon, aim forwards. Mosquera. And that is not finding anyone. Marquinhos. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cucurella. Pedro Porro. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
And it's Cucurella. Lovely bit of skill. Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Out to the right. That is a great pick out.
Brazil really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Laporte. Mosquera. Marquinhos. That's really well manoeuvred. Howson. Cucurella. Mosquera. Unai Simon, gently done. Marquinhos. Danilo looking to get on the end of this. Danilo. Rema. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Moved on forwards. Grimaldo is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Kubasi. And it's Grimaldo. Laporte, who's set up one goal so far. He's away! Danilo. Rema. And he goes cross-field. Nice defending, physical and effective. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Howson shifted upfield. Cucurella. Unai Simon. Mosquera. Llorente played out to the left flank. Howson. And it's Toro. Mosquera. Llorente!
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Marcos Llorente is offering a wry smile there.
Tries to get it clear. Cucurella. Laporte. Llorente!
Chance again. No.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Played into space. Tries a measured ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Cucurella. Oh, red. Nice interception. Bremer. Brazil disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And it's Toro. Laporte. Grimaldo. Oh, it's a great ball here. And it's played forward. Marquinhos. Lovely feet. Pau Kubasi does really well there, strong defending. Grimaldo does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Laporte. Kubasi. Cucurella. Unai Simon. Forwards and with intent. He's in plenty of space here. That's tidy. Gets into some space. There are a few waiting for it. Marquinhos.
Brazil really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Can he get onto this? Laporte. Proves too strong. And it's Laporte. That has found him in acres of space. Defending of the desperate variety. It's a throw. Aimed in towards the centre.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Aim forwards. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Mosquera. Laporte. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Ibanez. Played into space out wide. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Mosquera, gently done. Howson. Moved on forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Ibanez. Danilo. Into the last 5 minutes. Unai Simon. Howson. Pedro Porro. Great defending, strong and determined.
Spain can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Raya cuts it out. Unai Simon. Mosquera. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Unai Simon. Ibanez. Danilo is onto it in a flash. Mosquera. Ibanez. And it's Porro. Howson. Now it's Llorente. Laporte. Kubasi. Laporte. Kubasi. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Can he deliver? Laporte. Ibanez. And that is that. Brazil illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. So it's down to business here. Ibanez. Howson. Succumbs to the pressure. Laporte. Ronaldo. It's a good run down the right. Laporte. Grimaldo. Laporte. Short changes him with that pass. Showing good feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ibanez. Bremer. Pedro Porro producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Raya. Laporte. Kubasi. And it's Grimaldo. Ibanez. Out to the left it goes. Mosquera cuts it out. Pedro Porro. Llorente played out towards the right wing. And it's Grimaldo. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Kubasi gets over and intercepts. Unai Simon shifted upfield. That's really well manoeuvred. Marquinhos. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Bremer. Ibanez. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Laporte. And it's Grimaldo.
Well, I'm starting to see much more movement off the ball now, Peter, which is obviously a big plus.
And surely more options then for the man on the ball.
Well, you would think so, and I think also we're going to see them just wear their opposition down and force mistakes. They can be quite relentless.
He's in plenty of space here. Raya. Mosquera. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Ibanez. It's gone out for a throw-in. That'll be a throw-in. Danilo. Bremer, aim forwards. It's a pretty loose pass. Pedro Porro. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Bremer. Correa. Kubasi.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
What a throw in. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro. Tries a measured ball. Tries to get it clear. Plenty waiting in the middle. And that's a goal kick. Moved on forwards. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Looks to the other side. Howson. Correa. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's played forward. Oh, good spread. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Mosquera. And it's Porro.
Can he finish?
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And he goes cross-field. He is onto it in a flash. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Laporte. And it's Grimaldo. Pedro Porro. Mosquera. Laporte. Mosquera. Correa. And he's heaved it away. Pedro Porro. Mosquera. Clipped into space. It's really well cleared. That's a throw. Played into the middle.
And the shot!
Oh, that probably deserved better.
Marcos Llorente did really well to stretch the play, and it gave those in the middle a real chance.
been knocked clear. Danilo. Played out to the right. Grimaldo. Laporte. And it's made its way to him. Howson, gently done. Mosquera. Grimaldo, now he's off and running. Oh, super find. Great defending, strong and determined. Bremer gets good distance on it. Marquinhos forwards and with intent. And it's Danilo. Ibanez. Bremer. Done delicately. Danilo. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Laporte. Grimaldo. It'll be a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Pedro Porro. Always onto this. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Ederson, long ball by the goalkeeper. Howson. And it's Porro. Cucurella. Danilo does really well to win the ball there. Marquinhos. Oh, that's a nice ball. And it's hoisted clear. Raya. That's really well manoeuvred. Unai Simon. Mosquera. Ibanez. That's been slipped through. There are a few waiting for it. Laporte. Danilo. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Kubasi. Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Al Kubasi shifted upfield. Grimaldo. Grimaldo chooses to go cross-field. Spread out to the left. Hangs one in. That has been knocked clear. Laporte. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Tries a shot!
A real chance and a real let-off.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Calmly anticipates. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well timed, excellent interception. Bremer. Aim forwards.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Unai Simon. Cucurella. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Howson. Cucurella. Howson. Moved on forwards. And it's Porro. That is lovely. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
It's just beyond his reach. Pedro Porro going full tilt down the left. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Marquinhos. Ibanez. Aim forwards. He's got away. Bremer. Goes for a shot!
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
There will be a throw-in. Laporte. Grimaldo. Grimaldo making good progress on the right-hand side. Kubasi. And it's Grimaldo. Marquinhos makes the interception. Ibanez. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. The midway point of the game.
Brazil ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Oh, well measured. Brilliantly cut out. Mosquera. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Howson. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro looking to get on the end of this. Danilo. Driving on and making good progress. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Nicely intercepted. Laporte. Kubasi. And it's Grimaldo. He's cut it out. Rema. Marquinhos. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, such a clever touch. Now who's going to be first to this? Grimaldo was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Laporte. Raya. Laporte. Raya. Mosquera. Raya. Raya forwards and with intent.
Spain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Kubasi. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Cross goes in there. Danilo. Danilo. Could be danger here. He's shift chance.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Kubasi. Over to the left. Cucurella. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Howson. And it's Porro. Oh, that's neat. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, shooting chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Marcos Llorente really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Spain have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Laporte. And here's Llorente. No way through, so back it comes. Marquinhos. And it's Danilo. Bremer. Oh, it's come loose. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Pedro Porro. Unai Simon. Oh, can he get onto this? And a play for a throw. Almost an hour gone. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Ibanez. Bremer. That's an excellent interception. Cucurella. Ibanez. That's really well manoeuvred. Aimed in towards the centre. Dani Olmo. Cucurella spread out to the left. Danilo. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now then, the ball's come loose. Dani Olmo. Llorente. Pedro Porro. He is through here. He's one-on-one, surely. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Kubasi. Pedro Porro. And it's Porro. Laporte. Mosquera. Out to the right. Oh, sweet feet. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Moved on forwards. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Llorente. Wins the duel this time. Bremer. Danilo. Ibanez. Searching passes played there. Kubasi. Laporte shifted upfield. Muscular approach does pay off here. Ibanez. Bremer. And it's Danilo. That has been cut short. Unai Simon. Pedro Porro. Mosquera. Llorente. Now it's Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo played out towards the right wing. Mosquera. Cucurella. This looks promising. Laporte. Dani Olmo. He decides to cross it. bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Ibanez. Pass just lacking in accuracy. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Spain can make their change now with a break in play. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. And he has shown him a yellow card. Rema. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And it's played forward. Marquinhos. Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Danilo. Oh, good spread. We expected better, and so did he.
Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Spain keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Pedro Porro chasing after it. Pass has gone astray.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy.
Oh, terrible pass. Out to the left it goes. Kubasi. Dani Olmo. Great defending, strong and determined. Marquinhos. Laporte. Pedro Porro has been caught there, it's a foul. Laporte. And he's there to get it away. And he's picked out the run.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's got away with one there. Attempts a clearance. It's come loose.
Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Physical challenge. And a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Acrobatic effort! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. It wasn't too far off either.
Kubasi. And it's Olmo.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Danilo. That's tidy. So who's he picking out?
Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Played out to the right. Kubasi. Nice control. Dani Olmo. Oh, nice touch. Can he deliver? Shoots! Pedri. Howson. Pedri. Laporte. Dani Olmo. Out towards the flank. That's very neat. He's having a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Mosquera does really well to win the ball there. Fermi. Unai Simon. Raya. Laporte. And it's Olmo. Llorente. A heavy challenge. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Mosquera wins the duel this time. And it's lofted through here. Ball is over the line. It's run loose here. And here's Dani Olmo. Oh, it's come loose. Here comes another cross. Rema tries to clear. Final seconds, this has to be it. Llorente! It's off target and by quite a way. Nice and simple for the keeper. Pedri. Laporte. Mosquera. Tries a deft little ball. Can he finish? Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that plummets the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Kubasi, and time is up. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So what do you take away from it all, Jim? So off we go then. Marquinhos. Ibanez. Bremer drives forward on the overlap. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Ibanez. Played out to the right. Ibanez. Llorente. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Laporte. Grimaldo. Laporte. Laporte chooses to go cross-field. Bremer makes the interception. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Danilo. That's a nicely shaped ball. Mosquera. Kubasi. Moved on forwards. And it's Grimaldo. Now it's Llorente. Out to the right. Laporte. Grimaldo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ibanez. Ibanez. Unai Simon. Kubasi. And it's played forward. Spain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Ibanez. That is a brilliant interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, look at the space here. Played in with purpose. Grimaldo. Kubasi. Laporte. Mosquera. Raya shifted upfield. Pedro Porro. Howson. Spain.
Well, we're seeing a better spell of passing here, Peter, so
We are.
we're getting some short, crisp passing and much more purpose behind it.
And they're keeping the ball.
Well, in some way, that qualifies as good defence too, doesn't it?
Cucurella. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro. Oh, such a clever touch. Hernus. And here's Llorente. Chance for Hernus. And the ball's come loose here. There are a few waiting for it. Over to the left. Played into the middle. Hernus. He's had a shot! Really well cleared. Oh, nice touch. Laporte. Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Mosquera. Brazil yet to have an attempt on goal. Marquinhos. Great defending, strong and determined. Howson gets across to intercept that. Unai Simon. Howson. Spain can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession, and it's played forward, and it's Porro. Howson. Cucurella. And that's a good ball. Mosquera. Laporte. Grimaldo. Laporte. Cucurella. Laporte. And here's Llorente. Wins the duel this time. Ibanez. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Marquinhos.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Ibanez. It's a foul. It could be a penalty. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern action. his head, but couldn't steer it in. Ronaldo. Kubasi. That's a throw. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Grimaldo. And it's Grimaldo. Laporte. Grimaldo. Very nicely done. Kubasi. Good work on the right flank here. Oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
That's really well manoeuvred. Throw in. Does really well to win the ball there. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kubasi. Laporte. Grimaldo. Laporte. And it's Grimaldo. Oh, that's neat. Kubasi. Grimaldo. There's the header! Hits it again, but still no joy.
Spain really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
Aim forwards. Kubasi. Raya. Unai Simon, gently done. Howson. Moved on forwards. He's got away with one there.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. Okay, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Ibanez. Rema. Ibanez. And it's made its way to him. Well timed, excellent interception. Howson. Pedro Porro. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Marquinhos. Ibanez. Rema. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now, can he find a finish? Time to deliver. Played it again. Oh, what a climb! No, he's got that completely wrong.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Great defending, strong and determined. And that's a throw. Marquinhos. Ibanez. Danilo looks to get on the end of this. Danilo. And he's managed to get free. Nicely intercepted. It's Toro. Mosquera. Cucurella. Howson. Strong running down that left flank. Chance to deliver. Ederson deals with that nice and simple. Marquinhos. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Danilo. Bremer. That's a throw. Needed better contact. Clearly not happy with that. He's onto it in a flash. And it's Danilo. Danilo played out towards the right wing. What's he giving here? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Howson is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Howson. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro. Llorente. And it's played forward. Looks to the other side. Not the most accurate pass. Howson. Cucurella. Unai Simon. Cucurella. Pedro Porro. Howson. Unai Simon. Mosquera forwards and with intent. Marquinhos. Ibanez. That's a good run down the left. Referee's given a throw. Mosquera. Laporte. Cucurella. Whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far. And I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Mosquera. Mosquera played out to the left flank. And it's Porro. Tries to get it clear. Laporte. And here's Llorente. Muscular approach does pay off here. And they can counter here. Danilo, that's a delicate pass. Danilo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows that.
Unai Simon. Cuts out the pass. Ibanez. Tries to dink it through. Howson can get it clear. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Marquinhos. And that's aimed into the middle. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, easy pickings there. Cucurella. Raya. And it's played forward. And reclaimed it in a trice. Kubasi. Mosquera. Laporte. Kubasi. And it's Olmo. Laporte. Ibanez. He is just caressing the ball. That has been cut short. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Howson. Pedro Porro. Cucurella. Pedro Porro. Howson. Howson gently done. That's good play. Hit into the middle. Gets it away. It's a throw-in. Spain have got it back and they'll have another go. Cucurella. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. And it's Danilo. Oh, super find. Oh, looks like he's been taken. Goes to finish! Oh, it's come loose. Ibanez. Oh, great header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
No complaints about his effort and commitment. He just needs to start heading in the right direction to get the drift.
Laporte. Raya. Ibanez. Marquinhos. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now that's well seen too. Unai Simon. Pedro Porro. Now who's going to be first to this? That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Brazil getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Marquinhos. Good play on the left-hand side here. Looking for a decent ball in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
And it's Llorente. Succumbs to the pressure. And that's surely a foul. Free kick.